There were once three wicked young men who spent their time sitting in the rain, drinking and quarreling. Once, when they were so occupied, they heard the clinking of a bell preceding a corpse about to be burned.
Did you hear the news?
About what? About the dead man who is going to be buried?
Yes, I pity that man.
Yes, man. Yes, let's keep drinking till dawn.
Shut up. You're talking about something. Something about a dead man.
Hey, servant, come here. Is there anything you need, sir? Go quickly and find out who the dead person is, and be sure to report his name correctly. I need not to go out to find out. I was told he is 2 hours ago. He is an old friend and companion of yours. He was laying silently last night, or as he sat around on the beach. Three came aside with sheep, whom I called death, and came in his country. All men fear. How did that kill? With his spears, his mouth, were friends had into two. He slayed 1,000 in the festival, and no, if you ever come in his presence, you must gird yourself with such an end, for he is very powerful.
The boy speaks true. This year, he seems to have placed his habitation in a village, a mile from here, where he has slain men, women, and children. Is this death so terrible to meet?
I shall take him and count, and swear by God that we three friends, acting as one, shall not rest until we have claimed his death.
Yeah, you're right. Well, kill him.
Listen to me, Sparrow. Let us join hands and vow to kill this traitor death.
Let's go.
And so these three roisters joined hands to live or die in this adventure, and to be true to each other as if they were brothers. Then, then they up left, still very drunk and forth, they went toward the village of which the tavern keeper had spoken, vowing that they would not rest until they had slain death. They had barely gone half-mile when they met an old man, who greeted the three very meekly.
My lord, God protect me.
Hey, why are you so rough except for your face? And being so old, why are you still alive?
I'm still alive because I can find no man who will exchange places with me. And therefore, am I alive still as long as it is God's will. And that will not take my life. And so with my staff, I knock upon the ground for Mother Earth to open and let me in. And so, God be with you. I'll go my way. No, old slave. You don't go away so fast. You are the spy of this traitor death. So tell us, where he lives, this slayer of youth. Now serious, if you really want to find death, turn up this narrow path, for in that grove, I lit them her under the tree. For all your boast, he will not avoid you. See that oak tree? You should find him there unless you mend your ways.
The three wicked young men ran to the tree, and there they found a treasure of gold coins. They promptly forgot about that whom they were seeking when they saw the gleaming coins filled around the trunk of the tree. They sat down staring greedily at the money. Brothers, listen to me first, has given us this treasure, so that we can live the rest of our lives. Eating and drinking.
Who would have thought that today, you would have such good fortune. But we must hide this gold in my house or in yours.
But we cannot do so that day. Men, you should see us and say that we have stolen it and get us hanged.
Therefore, let us carry away this treasure secretly by night.
Now, I suggest that we draw a lot and see who gets the shortest lot. We go to town and bring us bread and one wine, while the two of us will stand by watch this gold. And tonight we shall take this fortune wherewith we spend.
Then they drew lots, and the shortest lot was drawn by the youngest, who immediately went to the town to buy bread and wine. As soon as he had left, one said to the other,
Know that you are like my brother. I have a plan which will bring much closer to us both. Our companions should got into is much gold that should be divided among us. Now, if we can think it should be divided only between us, would not be better for us?
Yes, it would. But how can we do that when we know that the money is us?
I will tell you. When you return to the bread and wine, we shall feed him. And when you return, we shall divide this gold between us.
On the other hand, the one who had gone to town also began to think how he could get the gold for himself alone.
Oh Lord,
He thought,
if I could get all that treasure for myself, how happy I would be.
and he planned to poison his pen so that he could have all the gold. He went to an apothecary and bought some poison, telling the man that his house was full of rats and he wanted to get rid of them. He borrowed 2 bottles in which he poured the poison. He then filled the bottles with wine and returned to his home, thinking how rich he was going to be. As he drew near, his friends killed him.
Hey! Wah! Oh!
Then they sat down to drink the wine. Thus, thus ended the story of 3 wicked young men. The end.